one of the things that we really want to share with you guys is some of our tips that we have learned over the years working with our clients around the country as far as fitness and nutrition and really best practices from our experiences as fitness professionals. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up our presentation here, and can everybody see that okay? It says top 12 trainer tips for a healthy new year. All right, excellent. Well, thanks again for joining us this evening. And as I said, my name is Kristen Horler. I've been a fitness professional for a little over 18 years. And we're going to share with you this evening some tips about fitness and nutrition. We're also going to share with you why we focus on whole food nutrition and why that's so important, and how to set yourself up for success in the new year. So not just this month, but all year long. So my 3 tips as a fitness professional for you. The first one is really about saying no to New Year's resolutions. And I know that this is the time of year, this is the week, this is the month to focus on resolutions. And the reason that I am so adamant about saying no to New Year's resolutions is because so many people fail and set themselves up for failure, even though we have the best of intentions for making a change in the new year. But I focus instead on what is it that I want to change in my life? Is it my fitness? Is it my nutrition? Is it my financials? Is it the clutter? What is it that I want to change? And then I go through a smart goal setting process to determine if this is something that I can truly do and follow through with, and that I have the support in my life to do this. So I don't need a Monday to make that change. I don't need a new year to make that change. And so I feel very strongly that if you want to make a change in your life, that it doesn't need to be a New Year's resolution, that to really set yourself up for success, you need to really commit to making that decision, whether it's a Thursday or the month of March. It doesn't matter, but definitely saying no to New Year's resolutions and focusing instead on goals. Now, my second tip as a trainer, as a fitness professional, is to have one green shake a day. And this picture you see here on this slide is just an example. I can tell you 5 years ago, I was not eating this way. I was eating in a way that I thought was very healthy. But now that I look at the number of fruits and vegetables I'm consuming on a daily basis, which starts with me having a green shake almost every morning, my number of nutrients from whole foods and fruits and vegetables has more than doubled, which has resulted in better skin, better nails, better energy, better sleep, and better digestion, that's for sure. So I start with a green shake, and most days my number of servings of fruits and vegetables in my shake is anywhere from about 4 to 6 servings of fruits and vegetables. So we should be getting about 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. So if you start out with a green shake, that's a wonderful way to really power pack your morning and recover from your exercise as well. So my third and final tip for today is to schedule your fitness. So every Sunday night when I climb into bed, I grab my phone and I pull up my schedule for the week. And I look through and I see, okay, well, I'm taking this class on Tuesday and I'm teaching this class on Friday, and I don't see anything on my schedule for Wednesday, Thursday, or Sunday. So before I turn out the lights, before I go to sleep, I either sign up for a fitness class or I text a friend to meet them for a walk or a run. I fill in those blanks in my schedule and I make sure that my week is scheduled and it's full of fitness on a daily basis. Today, I actually had a recovery day, but I still got out and did some exercise. I did some walking, listened to a couple of audiobooks, and just enjoyed that time, which is a little bit different than how I spend the rest of my week when it comes to fitness. So those are my top 3 trainer tips for the new year. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and hand it over to my friend Heather, who's also a fitness professional. And before I hand it over, Heather, I forgot to mention the fact that we are all over the country. I'm actually in Sarasota, Florida. So I will hand it to Heather and let you introduce yourself.
Thank you, Kristen. I'm actually in Minnesota. And I love being able to connect with everybody across the country, sharing these tips with people and just getting the word out that we need to be more intentional about our wellness. And it is about complete wellness. So my 3 tips are about hydration and fueling your body. This time of year in Minnesota, it's cold, it's dry. A lot of people in this part of the country aren't really thinking about drinking a lot of water, but really hydration is important all year round, no matter where you are or what the climate is where you are. You need to be drinking more water. We need water to be flushing our body out, helping to remove the toxins that we get from the air we breathe, the food we eat, the products that we're using in our home, on our bodies. We have so many toxins that surround us in different, areas, that we need to make sure that we're drinking enough water to flush those toxins out, stay hydrated. A lot of times when we think we're hungry, we're really not hungry. We just are really dehydrated. We're starting to become dehydrated. So drinking that glass of water, a big glass of water, instead of grabbing that snack first, might really just help you with that hunger sensation, and it's just maybe more thirst. So drink a lot of water. I'm not sure how you like to track your water, but for me, it's just having a big water bottle that I make sure I fill up at least 3 times a day, and making sure that I am getting enough water that way. And everybody's got their water.
You're making me thirsty.
They all have it handy. My second tip is snacks. I say don't skip snacks. Snacks are really important to help keep that blood sugar stable throughout the day. So I am all about snacks, especially for kids. If you have kids, they need to be eating snacks throughout the day, but you need snacks too, especially depending on your activity level and what you may have going on. But making sure that you have a plan for your snacks, that your snacks are healthy, that they are something that is whole food. Hopefully it's fruit, vegetables, or, I love to make energy bites and have those that are healthy and ready to grab too. So eat snacks. It'll help you from overeating when you do get to that meal too. My third tip is to eat the dessert. And this isn't every night of every week, eat the dessert, but what my tip here relates to is that special occasion, that anniversary, that, promotion that you're celebrating. If it is a special time, eat the dessert and enjoy it, but don't go overboard. Just enjoy that little bit in moderation. And I like to tell people, nothing ever tastes as good as the first bite. So that first bite's going to be awesome, and savor it, and then just have a few more after that, but don't go overboard. But don't skip it. Don't deprive yourself, because that leads to a whole host of other issues when we start depriving ourselves of food. So eat the dessert. Just make sure it's really worth it. And then I just wanted to talk a little bit more about, fueling our bodies, eating more fruits and vegetables. Like I said, my snacks, I try to make sure they're fruit and vegetable based. And the reason is we really need to get more whole foods into our diet. If Kristen wants to go to the next screen there, it will show you how we used to think multivitamins were a really good way to help kind of cover our bases with what we have eaten and what we're lacking in our diet. But we've found out that multivitamins really aren't doing our bodies as much good as we thought. A multivitamin has just a few isolated minerals and vitamins that somebody has decided what to put in there, made in a lab by a man. And this image that you see on the screen here demonstrates, it's not super clear, but the multivitamin label has those few isolated vitamins and minerals that they put into it. And then if you look on the right-hand side, that's what we know is in an apple. And it's about phytonutrients. And there are thousands of phytonutrients in every piece of fruit or produce that you eat. So it's all about the synergy of bringing those bringing the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients together that we find in whole food. So we want to make sure that we are fueling our body with food and not relying on a synthetic vitamin that is not probably providing us everything. It's not providing us everything we need. It's probably not even doing what we wish it would be doing. So finding and fueling your body with more whole food. I am going to now turn it over to Mary McQueen. Mary is in California. She is a mom and fitness professional, and she's going to share a few more tips with us.
Great. Thank you so much, Heather. Love your tips and yours, Kristen. Like Heather said, my name is Mary. I have 3 children, a 9, 6, and 4-year-old. And I'm here in Oakland, California. I have been a fitness professional for about 8 years now, and very passionate about talking to my clients. I teach with Baby Boot Camp stroller fitness, as well as personal training, and really trying to talk to my clients about nutrition, because exercise is only one part of a bigger picture. So for my tips, the first one is slow cooker sanity. I highly recommend, if you do not have a slow cooker, or if you have one collecting dust somewhere in your office, to get it out and to use it. And if you don't have one, to buy one. It is such a huge time saver. It's great whether you have kids, whether you have a family or not. It is a way that you can, and I know that, like, I feel like a few years ago, slow cookers were really sort of looked at, or what I would think is just these big kind of like casserole-y, like cheesy meals, not totally healthy. But there are so many recipes out there and so many easy ways to actually sneak more fruits and veggies, or not fruits. I haven't actually used my slow cooker for fruit, but for veggies.
I'm sure you could.
I mean, you could make like a
Jam or something.
Applesauce. There you
Yeah.
go. Or the slow cooker oatmeal and put some apples, and I haven't done that. But what I have done is taken things like chili, soups, things that maybe don't necessarily have a lot of vegetables in them, and I sneak those veggies in. So I do a chili with sweet potatoes and then lots of spinach and kale, and the slow cooker just melts everything in there. So certain picky eaters in my family have no idea they're even in there. And so I would recommend, if you are new to this idea and you don't yet have one, whether you have one child or no children or a family of 6, to get the large slow cooker, because you can make your meal for the day that night, and then have it for the rest of the week, and then take half of it and freeze it for later. And when you're busy in the month down the road, you can just pull out your delicious veggie-filled chili. So that is my first tip. And my second tip is family fitness. So I, like I said, have 3 children of my own. If you do have kids, I recommend really trying to use the time with them to get involved in their games. This is not always the case. Sometimes I do want to just sit at the playground and watch them on the swings. I don't feel like getting up because I've had a long day. But what I have found is that, and by watching my kids play, and they're playing their hide and seek, and they're constantly moving, and they're never having to worry about how many calories they ate for the day, because they're just burning them all the time. So I have really tried to get involved and start playing chase with my kids and playing hide and seek. And one time when I was a little bit low on my step counter, which I actually don't use an official one, I just use my phone right here. And I was down a couple thousand steps, and within literally 5 minutes, I was like over the amount, and I was out of breath, and I was sprinting and getting all that good exercise in at the end of the day. Another tip along with the family fitness is really using the weekend to try to be active with your family. So taking the kids on a hike. My kids, it's a little challenging with their age differences and with the 4-year-old. So we throw the bikes in the car and try to walk alongside them, or jog or run while they're riding their bikes and their scooters. So family fitness, again, trying to incorporate everybody into it, and maybe getting yourself a little bit more exercise than you might normally. The third tip is load your plate with veggies. Kristen spoke to the fact that we need 7 to 13 minimum servings of preferably raw fruits and veggies a day. And this just increases the more active you are because of oxidative stress. So when you're really active, you could need up to 18 servings or more. So one of the things, again, like Kristen said, having that green smoothie for breakfast, it's really great if you can try to load that front end, the breakfast, with some fruits and veggies, because if you're just either running out of the house without breakfast or just having a quick piece of toast or something like that, what happens then is that you then need to get your 7 to 13 in for lunch and dinner and snacks, and that can be really challenging. So shakes are a great way to get the added fruits and veggies in, with the spinach and raw zucchini and all of that great stuff. And then another really great way is with your snacks, thinking about, Kristen talks about this a lot. Instead of your salsa and guacamole and you go straight for the tortilla chips, trying something like endive or cucumber to use with that guacamole and salsa. Getting your kids, if you have them, healthy snacks. Sliced apple with cinnamon is super easy, something my kids love. And I haven't tried this yet, but I really want to try it. And I don't know if you guys have seen, they've been all over Pinterest, are the mason jars. And then you put like hummus or peanut butter or whatever, something at the bottom. And then you put the little veggie sticks all on top. And then you can just like bring your kids or to work your own little, hummus or peanut butter veggie snack, all nice and neat and tidied up in that jar for you. So I haven't tried it yet, but it's one of my New Year's resolutions that Kristen doesn't want me talking about. And then Kristen, if you can just go to the next slide for me. Thank you. So we've been talking a lot about getting more fruits and veggies in your diet, and that can be really challenging. It's super hard for me as a really health conscious person, and I do this kind of thing for a living, and it's hard for me to get my 7 to 13 servings in, or 18 or more, if you are really active. So one of the ways that all 4 of us love to get our extra fruits and veggies in is through the Juice Plus products. And as you can see in this visual, those are all of the fruits and veggies extra that you're going to get if you're adding in the trio capsules and the shakes, which is pretty incredible. I have found that there are days when maybe I get my 7 to 13 in, but it's definitely a lot of kale and spinach and maybe some carrots. It is not, as you can see on this visual, acerola cherry and alfalfa sprouts and amaranth and artichoke leaf and all of these this whole rainbow and spectrum of fruits and veggies. So this is one way that we know helps bridge the gap between what we are getting and what we should be getting. And I'm going to wrap that up and send you on over to Linda. And Linda is in LA, and she is a mom of 2, and she is really excited to share her tips with you all.
Well, Happy New Year, everyone. Yes, I'm in LA. That's Los Angeles, not Louisiana. So happy to chat with you. And my 2 kids are right outside the doors. If you're a mom, you know how it is. So you might hear them. I would love to share with you about my tips for the new year. I'm going to jump right into it. Weekly meal and snack prep. You have to plan just a few minutes at the end of the week. The weekend will make such a big difference in how your following week goes. So, and try to get your family involved. So when we do meal and snack prep, I go around the table. I used to just ask my husband, what do you want to have for dinner? But now I ask my daughter, because she's 3 and she can talk, and she will chime in on what she wants. So like 1 or 2 days a week, I try to make what she wants, but healthy it up a little bit. So writing it down, preparing for it, creating a menu using that, the meals that we want to do, using that menu to go to the grocery store, get all the things that you need, taking like a few days to maybe chop up vegetables or split up snacks and cook some meals and put it like in a container and store in the fridge. So all you have to do is just go. That makes such a difference. And I would say plan your snacks as well, because some people only plan their meals and then they get stuck because it's a snack that's going to have people running to the vending machine. So plan your snacks as well, prep for it so you can have it on the go. Will make your life so much better, will make healthy eating so much better because you're always going to be prepared. My next tip is 30 minutes is all you need. I talk to so many people and they tell me I don't have an hour or 90 minutes to go work out. What am I going to do with the kids? I tell you this, 30 minutes of a consistent schedule is all you need. Just hit it hard for 30 minutes, get it out the way. So you can do it in the morning when you first wake up, before the day gets ahead of us and things get a little bit crazy. You can do it at lunchtime, or if you sneak a little bit of time, 30 minutes will go by the time you know it. So just add the 30 minutes in. And then the last thing I want to talk about is don't leave the house hungry, whether it's going to work or going to drop the kids off at school or going to a party or going to the grocery store. Don't go to the grocery store hungry because you'll buy a bunch of stuff that you're not planning. That's not on your menu, your meal plan menu. So never leaving the house hungry, making sure that you're fueling. First of all, it's going to give you the physical capacity to get through your day. It's going to give you the mental capacity to do the things that you need to do well, to think ahead, and also just the emotional well-being to resist some of the things that might come your way that you might want to eat or do that's not in the plan that you have. And it's just going to make everything so much better as far as like the energy that you have, your ability to get through your day, and your ability to maintain a healthier diet or nutrition plan. Some people don't like to say diet, or a healthier way of eating. One thing that I love to do is I grab a shake. It's easy to make. It's like 3 minutes. Sometimes I actually like put everything together ahead of time the night before. So all I have to do is just add the actual shake. I throw in some veggies in a bag, some fruit in a bag. I put it in a freezer, so I just dump it in and add the shake and add like coconut water or almond milk or something and blend it up and take it with me. You could put it in a thermos and it will keep cold for a long period of time. So not only can you have something really fast before you head out the door, but it will give you something to have as a snack later or a lunch later that you can have on hand. And what I love, I mean, you guys know that I love Juice Plus. I wanted something that was natural. I wanted something that was gluten-free, no artificial flavorings or preservatives, and was good for not only me, but something that if my son, which he does, he drinks half my shake, picks up and drinks it, I'm not worried about if there are any like stimulants in it, appetite suppressants, fat blockers, whatever that is. All basically it is 13 grams of good quality protein with some fiber, and it's made from fruits and vegetables. It just is great. So grab some Juice Plus Complete and you are good to go. Add some veggies, add some fruit. If you need recipes, let us know, or let me know, because I can definitely hook you up, because this is like a daily thing for me. And the thing I love about it is it's only $2.05 per shake. If you think about how much you spend when you go out to eat, or even if you're grabbing things that are not healthy, McDonald's, which is supposed to be the cheapest thing out there, you can't get McDonald's for like less than this amount. So not only are you going to be eating well, but you are going to be staying within a budget. And with the shake, you can add our Juice Plus Trio. That's only $2.38 a day. And that is going to give you 30 different fruits and vegetables. Everything we just talked about, adding more veggies to your plate, adding more fruits and vegetables to your family's diet, you can knock out your daily requirement by taking 2 each of our trio. So there is a plan that's right for everyone. I would say go for the trio and the shake. That's only $4.42 per day. I mean, less than $5. That's awesome. So all our tips and everything we've told you, combine it with our Juice Plus. this is like a way to get to healthy really fast and to maintain it. It's portable, it's easy. I can't say enough about it. And that's all I have for you. Thank you so much, Mary, Kristen, and Heather. And for everyone listening in, thank you for joining us. This is Juice Plus is a nutrition that not only we recommend, but also health professionals, several health professionals talk about on a regular basis and the benefits of it. So get with the person that invited you to the call and find out how you can incorporate healthy living as well as Juice Plus to your daily living. And thank you so much for joining us. Have a great day. Happy New Year again. Take care.
Have a great night, you guys. Thanks for joining us. Bye.
Bye.